guys. So I had just a big day of cleaning, running around, taking care of the. See, I can't even talk. Taking care of things at the property. I unload a bunch of stuff in my sister's car to move to Yuki tomorrow. Gonna continue packing more boxes tonight because she has a much bigger car than I do. So my idea is pack as many things as I can. So yeah, plan is to pack up more things. I'm just taking a moment to chill. I showered, chill, because it's just kind of this energy that I just didn't get a chance to stop. So chilling now. Gonna make some food, chill some more, and then pack. And then pack while watching some sort of TV show or something like that. So super sleepy. But while I was cleaning today, a lot of thoughts were coming up, a lot of around the topic of forgiveness and what we think it means, what we think it feels like. And it's really interesting because when someone wronged us in what we believe wronged us, right, the other person or third parties may see it differently because everybody has a different perception. But when we feel like somebody wronged us, when we feel like somebody treated us not right, or disregarded us, or lied, anything along those lines, we're always I find we're always quickly to blame the other person instead of looking within ourselves, because it's easier that way, right? It's easier to blame someone else. It's easier to blame the circumstances, the situation, and what they did. But I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's kind of this tug of war of it's not fair being treated that way. It's not fair, people doing shitty things to us, right? It feels like shit. But then, there's that other part of me that's it's a mirror, right? Everybody's a mirror, and the way they treated us and the emotions that it rise in us is how are we doing that to ourselves? Where are we hurting? Where are we treating ourselves like shit? Where are we disregarding? How are you disregarding yourself? How are you angry at yourself? How are you upset with yourself? What is it that you're upset about, and not so much towards the other person? And I find that kind of unlocks things in terms of forgiveness, because then you just start looking within versus your external world. And once you start looking within and really taking radical responsibility for your actions and your words and your thoughts and how you treat yourself, what stories you tell yourself, then it does ripple out to your external environment. It's really interesting, where I've done work on forgiveness, and then I'll get a message of somebody actually apologizing to me, and kind of almost off the back, and yeah, it's just it's really interesting in that sense. I know I'm kind of rambling a lot, but I think that sometimes when it comes to forgiveness, what's I guess what sometimes we perceive, may perceive, not everybody, but you may perceive as sometimes that forgiveness may actually be that you feel better, that you're no longer angry to the person, that you're no longer upset with them, or that you're no longer upset with yourself. But I think that those emotions still exist. I think there are times, once you process the grief, once you process and you rode that emotional wave, I think that yes, kind of looking at it at a different perspective, maybe getting clarity on the situation, being able to talk to someone about it, whether it's getting a different perspective out of it, or actually talking to the person who you felt wronged you. And in those cases, when forgiveness comes into play, we can feel a little bit more sense of ease, and weight lifted off our shoulders. But I think there are also times that we forgive someone, but we're still hurting and we're still angry. And I think that that's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I don't think that there's a right way or wrong way to forgive, or how you should feel when you forgive. And so this idea that you need to feel good when you forgive, or you need to like just be neutral or happy with that person when you forgive, then that can be kind of tricky. That can put a lot of pressure. So what are some of the people in your life currently that you're upset with, that you can forgive, but still honor the fact that you're upset, still honor the fact that you're angry, that you're sad, that you're hurt? Is there anyone would you be able to forgive? Because you have every right to feel all your emotions. You have every right to honor them all. And so, yeah, just like some thoughts out loud, basically. Some thoughts out loud on forgiveness, and just like navigating that and thinking about that, and like kind of seeing what that all means. And sometimes you forgive even if like you don't get the closure, and that I think also coexists in that. And so yeah, those are like some of my thoughts, out loud thoughts. What are your thoughts on forgiveness? And feel free to share in the comments, let me know. But I think it is like there's a lot of layers to forgiveness, and it is a big conversation. And so that's, yeah. Anyways, I will call it a day because I'm just like rambling, and get some chill time, and speak to y'all tomorrow.